All right, this is the Algebra 2, Unit 8, Lesson 7 video over transformations to logarithms. Good news is transformations work the same way for all types of functions. So you don't really have a lot of new information here. You're just applying it to a different set of functions. So I'm going to address the first part of the lesson first, which is these questions at the beginning, questions 1 and 2, are coming from the description of the function beginning in right here, this summary. It says for a summary, that is the information you need for numbers 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3 will tell you what you need to know about, this paragraph here will tell you what you need to know about for questions number 1, 2, and 3. But I'll just tell you the rest of this is really straightforward. You are looking at the same types of transformations that you learned about exponential functions and other types of functions. So we know that when we add a number, a positive number, we add it to the logarithm or the function. Like we have here, we're adding 3 to this function. We know that that's going to be a vertical shift. And when we subtract a number or add a negative number, we're going to be doing a downward shift. Okay, I'm going to put a link in the video description to when we discussed this in a previous lesson, but all of the rules are the same. So this function for number 4, for instance, is being shifted up 3 because it has a 3 added to it on the outside of the x. Now remember, if we add a number or subtract a number to the x like we see here, this is going to be a left or right shift. Remember that positive shifts to the left, negative shifts to the right. And that's basically, or subtraction shifts to the right. Again, the other video will kind of be a refresher, but all of the rules apply the same way. Here we go again. We have a -6 being added. That's a negative number. That's a downward shift. Number 7, more of the same. Number 8 combines. So you have numbers being added outside the logarithm. You have numbers being added inside the logarithm. Outside and inside both. All right. Now from here, we are able to just find the graph. So I'm going to show you how to type this function and this function into the graphing calculator. So let's open that up. The calculator has a button for the natural log, or you don't even have to. You can just type it in. So we can do y equals ln, which is a specific type of logarithm that they discuss in the lesson. So make sure you read it over. It's not really that important what it is, but it's called the natural logarithm. So there's my original graph. That's the graph of ln x, natural log, and then there's natural log of x minus 1. So let's do that. Y equals natural log of x minus 1. Okay, so you see the red is the x, the blue is the x minus 1. So you just need to choose the graph that corresponds with that. So this inner graph is going to be the x, and the outer graph is going to be the x minus 1. All the rest of this is the same idea. Again, you're just changing the function. And then you're matching up the graph as it goes. With number 10, same thing. Number 11, again, apply the different changes to the graph and pick the function on the graph that matches the one you see on your graph. Pretty much that's it. Determinants for number 12. I can put a link in the video description to that. I will put links in the video description to how to do all of these different types of questions, or the videos where we learned that in the previous units. But that's pretty much it for this lesson, just transformations. So there'll be a lot of links in the video description for this one to give you all the info that kind of applies that we learned already. And that is it for lesson 7.